Timeless Toni Storm in action tomorrow night on Collision. But right now, we turn our attention to our Rampage main event.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Rampage main event is scheduled for one fall and is a semi-final match in the Owen Hart Foundation Tournament. Introducing first, accompanied by Luther and Timeless Toni Storm from London, England, Mariah.
A high-stakes main event matchup tonight with the winner, either Mariah May or Hikaru Shida, going on to face Willow Nightingale this coming Wednesday night in Calgary, Alberta, Canada.
Mariah May coming out in an outcast look. And the world champion Toni Storm out with her. And
it's almost like it's Toni Storm's Eras Tour.
Yes.
You get the reference?
Yes.
See?
And for a moment, from Canada, Japan, Hikaru Shida.
You know what? Mariah May has had some great matches, some great wins. I think this is her most important matchup that she's had.
Hikaru Shida, a three-time former AEW Women's World Champion. A victory here tonight, followed up by a win over Willow on Wednesday, could put Shida in a position to become the first ever four-time champion.
Shida 13-1 in her past 14 matches, 3-0 in 2024, so she is red hot, even though she's not the world champion right now. And let's see what Mariah May's got.
Fans, to learn more about the mission and the message of the Owen Hart Foundation, visit owenhartfoundation.org. Excited to be in Calgary this coming Wednesday night for the finals of both the men's and women's Owen Hart Foundation tournament. And what a great night it's been in Chicago tonight on Rampage. And what a way to cap it off, Tony.
Yeah, we're going to be in Memphis tomorrow night as well. We're going to hear from that low life, no good, should have known, knew all the time, MJF. He'll be opening up Collision tomorrow in Memphis.
And Tony, also we'll hear from the scapegoat Jack Perry, the newly crowned TNT champion. And speaking of champions, inaugural AEW Women's World Champion Riho returns to action tomorrow night against Lady Frost, the Conglomeration, Orange Cassidy, Kyle O'Reilly, Mark Briscoe take on the Iron Savages. And we will hear from Christian Cage and the Patriarchy live tomorrow night, 8/7 Central on TNT.
Right now, the world champion came out of her seat.
Yeah, to urge on Mariah May in the corner. And if there's one thing we know about Hikaru Shida, she is among, pound for pound, the heaviest hitters in any division. But we've also quickly learned that about Mariah May.
Yeah, when Mariah May first arrived on the scene, Excalibur, she immediately set the standard for hard hits. And there's another one right there.
And backing Hikaru Shida up to the ropes.
There you go.
As we mentioned, the winner of this match will meet Willow Nightingale this coming Wednesday night in Calgary. Likewise, the winner of tomorrow night's Jay White, Hangman Adam Page match coming to you live on Collision will face Bryan Danielson next Wednesday night in the Owen Hart Foundation Tournament men's final as Mariah May looking for the cover. The lateral press. Shida fires that shoulder up off the mat. What a great match by Jeff Jarrett it was this past Wednesday.
Absolutely. Great match by Jeff Jarrett. And by the way, I think we should mention this again. We did mention it later in Dynamite. What a despicable, low-life act from Chris Jericho with the fireball in the face of Hook.
Yeah, it's the things that people like MJF and like Chris Jericho feel that they can get away with is disgusting. And oh, wait, Mariah May looking for a powerbomb.
On the floor
here.
here.
Hikaru Shida holding on to that middle rope for dear life, and Shida firing down, right hands hammering onto the head of Mariah. And the reversal brings the AEW Women's World Champion, Timeless Toni Storm, to her feet. As Mariah sent into the ring, Shida likes that running knee lift. Mariah.
She's going to try it right now, Excalibur.
Draped over the apron. Shida. Did you hear the impact on that one? And Timeless Toni Storm, eye to eye with Hikaru Shida. And fans, don't go anywhere because our main event will continue in picture-in-picture. And look at this, Tony. The only three-time AEW Women's World Champion, Hikaru Shida, of course, former champion, time is Toni Storm, three-time and current champion.
Yeah, and you go back to last August, second title reign was when Shida beat Toni Storm. So they have a history, and boy, Toni Storm is so protective of Mariah May. You know, it didn't start out that way. It's almost that Toni Storm was not paying any attention to Mariah May.
Hikaru Shida with the MJF U2s, which are available for pre-order right now, and right in front of Paul Turner. Shida thinking the better of it. That would have been a disqualification. That would have been an automatic pass for Mariah May to the finals.
Exactly.
And Mariah thrown hard into the barricade. Thomas Toni Storm, we mentioned, will be in action tomorrow night on Collision against Trish Adora. And you know, Tony, this has got to be a complicated situation for Thomas Toni Storm, because if Mariah May wins the Owen Hart Foundation tournament and Timeless Toni Storm is still AEW Women's World Champion by the time Wembley rolls around,
wow,
it'll be Mariah versus Toni.
Didn't even think of that. How about that? That's why you are who you are. One of the reasons. But yeah, that's a great point. And if Mariah can win this match, Tony's got to think about this.
Yeah, I mean, on Wednesday night, who's Toni Storm going to be rooting for? If Mariah wins this match, it would be Mariah or Willow, as Hikaru Shida, the far leg hooked. And Mariah able to kick out. Oh, she's sitting right over there. You could ask her.
No, I'm not getting close to her because of Luther.
He does have an unsettling presence.
Yes, he
him.
does. If I reach over and go to say something to her, then see, he'll step right in between.
What do you say? No. Come on, man. No. Come on, Mariah. Nope.
Hikaru Shida picking up the pace, hammering down with those stomps on Mariah May. And this is a very high-stakes matchup, as we mentioned. Winner facing Willow Nightingale this Wednesday night, as Mariah elevates up and over Hikaru Shida. Oh, nice shot to the knee. Drops Shida down flat, but Shida avoids the dropkick attempt.
That's one thing we don't talk about enough when it comes to Shida, is her quickness. We know she has so many tools and so many weapons, things she can do, but she is so quick in the ring. And there was an example right there, Excalibur.
Yeah, sidestepping Mariah May, who's among the more fleet-footed members of the roster. And now transitions into a crossface. Mariah May in trouble here. Hikaru Shida, that tight grip underneath the chin of Mariah.
There you go.
Mariah using her length to get to that bottom rope to force the break. Semi-final round action in the Owen Hart Foundation Women's Tournament. Will it be Mariah May or Hikaru Shida advancing to the finals, coming up this Wednesday night at Dynamite? For the last few moments, Tony, Hikaru Shida has looked in control, but Mariah May seems to be picking up a gear here.
Yeah, mounted a hell of a comeback here. She needs to go back to the attack. As you can tell, she's hurting, not surprisingly, against Shida. Look, they're holding her lower back here, Excalibur.
And fans, coming up live this Wednesday night, 8/7 Central on TBS AEW Dynamite. From Calgary, and it will be Samoa Joe and Chris Jericho, a Stampede street fight live at the Saddle Dome. And as Mariah May going up, we're going to want to bring Shida down. The AEW World Champion Swerve Strickland will be live this coming Wednesday night at Dynamite. Plus, the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson, is in the finals of the Owen Hart Foundation Men's Tournament. Will he face Hangman Page or Switchblade Jay White? And Willow Nightingale awaits in the finals of the Women's Tournament. Will it be Mariah May or Hikaru Shida?
Right now, Mariah May's got Shida on the defense. And meanwhile, over to our left, the world champion just beside herself.
And timeless Toni Storm trying to urge on Mariah May. But here's the thing. Mariah May has a former AEW Women's World Champion against the ropes, figuratively and literally. That's no small feat for Mariah.
Absolutely. And
Mariah gets elevated over the top rope in the corner. Both women blocking each other's shots, but Shida landed that enziguri unabated.
yeah, that enziguri was a clear shot, like you said, unabated.
And Mariah introduced the top turnbuckle pad. Hikaru Shida feeling it here. The match shifting in her favor. Can Hikaru Shida bring Mariah in the hard way? Yes, she can.
Could be it.
Shida, the cover, 2-0. But Hikaru Shida, the mark of a champion, Tony. She's keeping the pressure on, keeping the attack on Mariah May.
Who in the world's going to go on to Calgary on Wednesday?
Shida brings Mariah up, elbow strike, just blasting Mariah May.
There you see the world champion in the bottom of your screen there momentarily, and there she's walking around.
A look of concern on the face of timeless Toni Storm as Shida battering down Mariah. As Shida, it's the ropes, Mariah, no! Side slam.
Yeah, that spinning side slam of hers. Usually she gets many more rotations, but that was good enough.
As Mariah May thinking hip attack in the corner. Toni Storm liking what she's seeing, but now Mariah can't be liking this as she went right into the grip of Hikaru Shida. Oh, but Shida had her back turned. Mariah May fired back with a German suplex.
And dropped Shida on her right shoulder.
Oh, Shida rolls through, elbow strike. Using Mariah's momentum against her. Hikaru Shida, Falcon Arrow. The leg is hooked.
Wow. Oh, she shot out in the one.
And Mariah May, emphatic kick out. Even Toni Storm stunned by that one.
Wow, what a great women's matchup.
What a great matchup. And no! Back suplex. And Mariah May looking for the hip attack in the corner. As Hikaru Shida being brought to center, Mariah maybe thinking Storm Zero, another page out of timeless Toni Storm's playbook. Now the reversal, roll up, Shida counters, 2, oh, so close.
Oh, that arm almost hit the mat.
And Toni Storm taunting Hikaru Shida. Shida had her back turned. Ate the headbutt, but returns with a knee strike. Katana, no. Mariah counters the bridge. 2, 3.
Yes.
Here's your winner, advancing in the tournament, Mariah May.
What a heads-up counter to the Katana for Mariah May to punch her ticket to the finals of the Owen Hart Foundation tournament coming up this Wednesday night. Dynamite in Calgary. On the men's side, Bryan Danielson, he's advanced to the finals. Will he face either Switchblade Jay White or Hangman Adam Page? We will find out tomorrow night, live on Collision. And of course, the despicable, disgusting Maxwell Jacob Freeman, MJF, who cannot possibly atone for his actions at Dynamite, will open the program tomorrow night, live on Collision, 8/7 Central, right here on TNT.